Hello, 8th grade. It's Mrs. Furezi at Upper Pittsgrove School. I'm going to walk you through our Google Sheets project of the candy store sales. This particular project does have a lot involved, so keep in mind that's a video. You can pause when you need to, go back to different sections, but my plan is to kind of walk you through it. So you're going to go through a step with me, pause, go to your worksheet, and then do the different formulas on yours so that they match mine. Okay, so the first things first, let's explain what we're going to do. So we are pretending that we are selling candy bars throughout the week. And we want to find out a little bit about this business and figure out how many units of each candy bar we've sold, how many of those candy bars we've sold a day, how much money we have sold them for, what our profits are, and then what the percentage of each unit is. And then we're also going to do a couple extra things with this information. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at this. Okay, we have 4 candy bars. They are not in alphabetical order. So we can use our sort feature to put the candy bars and all of their corresponding numbers and information in alphabetical order. So how we can do that is we are going to click on A2 for Snickers. We're going to highlight all 4 candy bars, and then we're going to go all the way over to column N to highlight all the information that goes with those candy bars. We're going to go to the top to find data, and then we're going to go down to the 3rd section that says sort range by column A. And when we click that, you now have all of your information in alphabetical order by column A. Okay, so our next step is we want to find out how much of each candy bar that we've sold. So we're going to use our functions, and then we're going to use AutoSum. Sum of what? We're simply going to highlight the cells we want to add together and then press enter. And we're going to do that again. We're going to go to the functions, the sum, and we're going to add those numbers together and then press enter. Now I want to show you a little trick. If you know that your formula is correct, you can click on the cell of your formula and there's a little square that's called a fill handle. And if you click on that square and you drag down, you can fill that formula into the remaining boxes that you need to. A little way to work smarter and not harder. Once we have all of the numbers that we need for our total units sold, we need to find out how many candy bars we sold all together. So now we're going to use that auto sum again, but we're simply going to add cells I2 through I5 and then press enter. So what this is telling me is that we have sold 417 candy bars all together, and that these are individual candy bar numbers sold. So we sold 107 Butterfingers, 106 Milky Way, 110 Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and 94 Snickers. So now we can do the same thing with the average per day. And we simply go to the functions. We're going to click average. And the average of what? We're going to click the average of Butterfingers we sold. We're not going to include your total units in this. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to go to the function, the average. We are going to highlight just the days of the week that have the money or the amount in them. Press return, and we can work smarter and not harder and find that fill button and work those down. Okay. Now for our sales on how much money we brought in on each of these candy bars, we're going to look over here, and it says each candy bar sold for $1.50. Okay, these are the different profits we made on each one. We'll get to that in a minute. But we want to calculate how much money we brought in for each candy bar. So we're not going to use a function, but we're going to use a formula. So for a formula, we're going to start with N, and I'm hoping you're all saying it in your heads. Right, equals key, equals. And we are going to take our total cost of the Butterfingers. We're going to multiply it, which is Shift 8, or that little asterisk, by $1.50. and then press enter. So what this is telling me is that we brought in $160.50 for the Butterfingers that we sold that week. So let's do that again. Okay, so for Milky Ways, equals, we're going to click on I3, on how many Milky Ways we sold. We're going to multiply by $1.50. Just type in 1.5. Enter. And let's do it again. Equals. We're going to click on I4 times 1.5. Enter. And then one more time. Equals I5 times 1.5. Enter. Okay. So now we're going to use that auto sum because we want to figure out how much money we brought in all together. So we're going to go to our functions, click auto sum, and then we're going to highlight those sales amounts. So what this is telling me is that we have brought in $625.50 in candy bars. I'm also going to highlight those numbers because we're talking with dollars now, and I'm going to go and click currency. And I'm going to make my column a little larger if needed. And then I think everything looks okay. So for profits, okay, so we know how many units we have sold. And then it's told us how much we have made per unit. So we need to multiply those together to figure out how much money we've made in profits. So again, this is a formula. So we're going to start with equals. And then we're going to click our total units sold per candy bar. And we're going to multiply that by over here where you have your profits. So each one is different. So this one is 75 cents, but I'm just going to click on it and use N2. Enter. You can't fill this formula down just as easy. So this one you're going to have to type them all in. So it's equals. You're going to get your total units sold times profit. Enter. And we're going to do it again. Equals total units sold times your profit. Enter. Last time. Equals total units sold times your profit. Enter. Okay. All right, we're getting there. All right, so now we have this percentage of total units sold. So what we want to figure out is what is the percent of the different candy bars that we sold? Okay. So for this one, we are simply going to press equals. We're going to click the candy bar total divided by, which is the slash, which is next to your shift key, right with your question mark. And then we're going to click that 417 down there. So it should say equals I2 divided by I6 and enter. And that's a big number, and we'll fix that in a minute. So let's try that one again. So to find the percentage of the actual individual types of candy bars sold, equals total units sold divided by all of your candy bars all together sold. And then press enter. We're going to try it again. Equals. We're going to click on your total units sold for that candy bar divided by all of the candy bars you sold. Enter. And then one more time. Equals total Snickers sold divided by all of the candy bars you sold. And then enter. This is a funky number. We can change this just like we did with currency. So if we highlight those four numbers and we come up over here, next to your currency button, you have a format as percent. Simply click that, and then those numbers look nice. Okay. All right, so now we're going to try something a little bit new. This is called conditional formatting, and it's really, really cool. So what we're going to say is kind of like coding, but in the world of Google Sheets. So what we're going to say is, okay, so if we're going to look at the profits, and we're going to see which candy bar is making us the most money. Now it's easy to see now because there's only 4 candy bars, but maybe we had 100 candy bars and we wanted to jump out of us. Okay, so we're going to use conditional formatting to make that happen. So what I'm going to tell this computer to do is, okay, if these profits are above $60, I want it to change a different color. And if it's below $60, I want it to change a different color. So here's how we do that. So we're going to first highlight those profits. Okay, we're going to go to Format. We're going to go down to Conditional Formatting. And these are going to give us some rules. So our first rule is format the cells if, we're going to scroll down, greater than, and what do we say, 60? If it's greater than 60, we're going to change them to be pink. And then click Done. You can choose any formatting style you want. I just chose pink. Okay, done. So then I'm going to add another rule that says format the cells if they are less than 60. I want them to turn blue. And then I'm going to click Done. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way so you can see it. Okay, again, pause, go back, rewind, repeat if you need to. So now what my profits are telling me is, these bright pink ones, they're making me the most money. The blue ones are not making me as much money. So that's just something that most business owners like to know. Okay, we're almost there, I promise. The last part is simply to make a chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to take just the information of how many candy bars we sold throughout the week. So we're going to just highlight A1 through H5. We're going to go click our little chart wizard. We're going to find a chart that makes sense. This chart's kind of sloppy. Okay, so go to chart type, find a chart that makes sense. This looks a little better. We got to change the name in here. Just double click and we can type in candy store sales. And once you type in candy store sales, you're good to go. You don't have to change the background colors unless you really want to. And then when we click and drag, we can move the chart underneath the information and then we'll be good to go. So that was a lot of information. That was a big project, but I do need you to have all of these skills before I set you off into high school. So if there's anything that you need me to clear up, I want you to email me or talk to me on Google Classroom or whatever you need to do. You can even mention it in our weekly Google Meets that I'm going to try to set up. So keep me posted. If you're struggling, I need to know. I think we got this. You guys are doing great. I'll talk to you soon.